Okay, so I'll take this old handles off. See what kind of faucets we're working with here. It's the old, I'm hoping it's the old school style. Take that off. So get a wrench on it. Proper tool. Unscrew this bad boy. Yep, the washer's completely gone. You see that? That washer's gone, boys. So always stick your finger in there and feel that seat. The seat feels alright. I don't feel any major pits in it. I do in the middle, but not on the outside. So let's take the other one off. I don't think it's the cold side, but I always want to give it a whack. Break it loose. You know what I'm saying? That's not coming loose, so next little trick. Get the big pliers. Easy with this, man. Get a hold of that handle and rock it. You don't want to mash or damage that faucet handle itself. Couple love taps. Start, there it goes. Come on, baby. Well, it's gonna be all particular, huh? Now there is a tool for this. It's a knob puller. I got one back at the shop. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run back to the shop and see if we can find some of these. And that size washer. These are just flat washers. These aren't coned. And we'll get two and come back and I'll grab my puller out of the shop. So let's go do that. I'll show you how to pull one of these faucets off. It's not too hard. You get one of these tools. Looks like a big old spider, man. And it just, the center of it goes right where the screw hole is. Let me adjust this out real quick. What it does is it gets a hold of the handle and pulls it back. It's usually a ways out, and then it just clamps on there. Hold on, I'll show you. That's what it looks like. It gets a hold of the handle, and then this is the part that you turn. So let me see if I can't do this with one hand. Hold on. So it just goes in there, and you just tighten it up. And what it does is it starts to push against that shaft. As soon as it gets down in there, there it goes. And it pulls on both sides of the handle at the same time. Wow, first time I've ever seen one do that. It went right down in that hole, man. That's the first time I've ever seen that. What? What a piece of shit. Sometimes you run into a situation like this where I couldn't get the handle off. The handle just won't come off. If you pry around on that too much, man, you'll snap the end of this off. And then you'll have to find a new handle. So what I did was I backed this all the way off, and then it gave me just enough room where I could get a hold of that. But you gotta always make sure you got the handle backed out all the way so it's not prying. So what we'll do is we'll screw the whole thing back in. Screw the whole thing back in. And you can see how it's going in there. Right? And then put the wrench on it. And then tighten it up. And then I can screw this back on. And then my handle goes back on. Then I got to put the screw back on it. So sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Because I used this little cheap China thing and the freaking set screw broke off in there. So I'll be taking that back to freaking Lowe's. Piece of junk. Anyways, sometimes even though you got the cool tool, man, it doesn't always work right. Let's get this other one put together. And this is the washer. So let me get that. Hold on a second. Oops, drop screw. So we got the washer, and you gotta make sure it's the right size. So you get the new washer back in. You gotta make sure that's the right size. You don't want it loose and you don't want it tight. If you have to force it down in there, you get the wrong screw or the wrong washer. Just tighten it up a little bit. And then you just make sure you're screwed out. Let me get it on there first. You always want to make sure that your cartridges or your handle's screwed out, like the water on. Because what'll happen is you'll screw it in and it'll be pushing against the metal. You know what I mean? So, see, it's all the way in now. So I'm not going to be pushing against the seat when I tighten it up. So this is old school. You guys have probably never messed with this, but you never know, man. Just give it a good tight. And they're good to go on this. Put this back on. Tighten that back up. Put your handle back on, screw it in. I'm being lazy there. Turn the water back on, and we're good to go. I'll go ahead and change the shower head while I'm here. On here, gray white. I'll put this on here versus tape. Just put a little on there. Of course, you know you're going to get it on your fingers. And then I screw it on. That will actually seal it up pretty good with no leaks. So, just give it a little torque. Make sure this is good. And then we check the water. I got to turn the water on. Check the water on. Let's go ahead and check out the shower head. Make sure we're good. No more squalling. Well, a little squalling. That's right. It's all good. Another easy repair. Just replace the cartridge or the rubbers on that. New shower head. We're good to go, man.